Of this video is driving the weekend, the good, the bad, the ugly. So I've done a lot of full-time driving, and after the pandemic, I had to cut back and break my addiction and just work on the weekends. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the good, the bad, the ugly about driving on the weekends, and I'm going to intersperse it with my own experience this last weekend. So I started driving Friday morning. I drove Friday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday morning. This is what I look like unshaven for 3 days. Yes. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the results, my strategies, a little bit about the passengers, challenges, things like that. And stick around to the end because I'll share with you some live footage I made before each driving session and at the end of each session. So all that and a whole lot more coming up. Hey everybody, it's Jay Crater with the Rideshare Guy. The Rideshare Guy, yeah. Drinking a little cold brew. Yeah, so I'm going to go through earnings, passengers, challenges, strategies, and successes. Okay, so let's jump into earnings. Okay. The good thing about earnings on the weekends is we have surge pricing and there's higher demand, right? So that's the good part. The bad part is everybody knows the weekends are good, so there's more competition. So you got to be very selective about when you drive. The ugly is you can have some unpredictable downtimes, which I absolutely did. So my own experience, I hit one surge, which was great. As you can see right there, got a $13 surge. That got added to a $7 ride, so it was a $20 ride for about 15 minutes. That was pretty great. And what I'm showing you now are my results for the weekend. My goal was to make $600 and try and do it in 18 hours. I made, with cash and tips and the money, I made about $640, and I did that in 19 hours. Because I had to drive an extra hour on Saturday to hit my $200 goal. So I came out to about $34 per hour. So you can see my tips were about 66 plus 27, about 90. So about 15%, which is about average for me. So that's earnings. Let's talk number two, passengers. So the good about weekend passengers is they're usually a little more animated. They're not working. That's great. They're excited. The bad, they may have been drinking, taking some drugs, maybe a little obnoxious. The ugly, bleh, they can puke in your car. So that's it. What I'll share with you is most of my passengers this last weekend were great. I had one really obnoxious couple, first ride on Saturday at the casino. They were hyped on something. They were talking loud. They had just been kicked out of the casino and they had been banned to ever go back. So I caught all that in the 7-minute ride. Thank God it was only 7 minutes. And I said, y'all go have a great night. And they were good. So, number three, challenges. So there's a lot of challenges that can come up. The good is when you overcome those challenges, you feel really good. The bad, like traffic. Traffic can be a challenge that you got to deal with. And the ugly would be dealing with drunk people in your car or obnoxious people coming from the casino. The challenges I faced were, let's see what I wrote down here. Pretty much everything went to plan. I didn't have anyone drunk. I did have that couple. I did have a time when I was going to pick somebody up and somebody crashed into a light pole and the whole area was blocked off. But overall, I would say everything went to plan. I got going early and didn't really run into too many challenges. It did get super dead Saturday at around 7 o'clock. So I had to drive an extra hour to hit my goal. But that's normal. You got to commit to the goal and do whatever it takes to get it. Number four, strategy. So the good part about the weekend is you only got to, kind of have a plan for 2 or 3 days, right? And you can plan it around if there's some events, if there's some bonuses. So there was Lyft had a $5 per ride bonus for certain bonus hours. That was great. You know, you turn an hour where you make $30 an hour into I had 2 rides, so that suddenly it's a $40 per hour ride. The bad, even though you plan, you know, things happen, unpredictable things to get in the way. And the ugly is sticking too rigidly to your plan, right? You got to be a little flexible, a little loosey-goosey, because things come up. So what happened this weekend? You know, other than it took an extra hour to hit my goal, everything went okay. I did get some rain, which I've come to accept that sometimes it's going to rain, and my wipers work, and I can still listen to music, and I'm still dry, and just got to drive a little slower and adjust for other people who aren't used to driving in the rain. So you got to give people a little extra room. But basically, everything went to plan. And number 5, successes. So the good is meeting your goal, and I crushed it. I got my $640. Fantastic. The bad, sometimes you got to drive a little bit extra. You got to make some sacrifices. I feel like I'm getting a little cold because I didn't really get enough sleep, especially last night. And the ugly, sometimes hitting your goal requires going, you know, beyond what's comfortable. And in my case, for this weekend, yeah, I've got a little sniffle in my nose, but I feel great. I managed to get it done. I was making like $34 an hour. Totally worth it. Okay, so we're gonna go now is to some live videos that I made right here before the session and after the session, so you could kind of go through it with me. Good morning. It is Friday morning. It is Friday the 28th, and I'm making a video called Driving the Weekend, the good, the bad, the ugly. So it's Friday. I'm going to drive Friday and Saturday. I don't know about Sunday. My goal is to make $400. So what's the good? The good is I'm up, just took a cold shower, shaved, got my coffee, gonna go out and do something. The bad, I always get up and shave and do that. And normally I go to the health club. So I'm changing my routine. And it's gonna be a lot more difficult to do the workout after I do the driving. And the ugly is that it might rain later today. They say maybe as early as 5 o'clock. And I hate driving in the dark in the rain. So that's the ugly. All right, so I'm going to keep you posted on results, the good, the bad, the ugly of all the experiences. And here I go. Good luck. Vaya con Dios. All right. All right, so I'm in the car and got my coffee right here. Got my little Uber Lyft sign up on the window. The car cleaned yesterday, the tank full of gas. I'm going to now drive towards the casino. Let's see what we get. Okay, just got my first ride of the weekend. I was driving towards the casino and I got one of those, matching pings. And I matched, but they rejected me. So I drove 2 more minutes and I got the exact same ride again. And same money too. And this time it accepted. So I'm at the casino now. So that's my first ride to start off the weekend. Giddy up. Okay, Friday is in the books. I drove for 6 hours. I made $186 so far, plus a $20 cash tip. So hit my goal. So the good. The best thing that happened today was this guy got into my car with a dog. It was a pit bull, pretty big one, and he was white. And he sat in the back seat, and his little head, his big head, was right there. And he was the coolest dog. And then he said, "You want to know his name?" I said, "Yeah, sure." He said his name is Rage. I was like, man, that's a horrible name. Should name him like Chill. That's what I told the guy. Okay, so that was the best thing. That was really cool. I also had some good conversations with passengers, but that always happens. But the dog was pretty special. The bad was I haven't driven in about a month, and I was driving and I had a passenger, and then Lyft gave me my next ride, and it was an airport ride that had it at $50 an hour. And I forgot how to, or I wasn't thinking because I needed all that crap off my screen because I needed to know where to turn. So I hit the X, and then it said you declined the ride. And I was like, that just was bad. That was bad. And the ugly was it rained for about an hour. And that's just the rain and the dark, not good. That was the ugly. So there you go. Day one, the good, the bad, the ugly. All right, good morning, Saturday morning. So we finished up yesterday. I got a tip, so 190 plus 20, 210. So I just got to go out and do the same thing today, and I'll hit my weekend goal of 400. I may drive on Sunday. I'm not sure yet. But today, same day as yesterday, got my same outfit on. I almost always wear this green sweater. I wear my blue Viore pants. I've been wearing these shoes just for driving for like, I don't know, 6-7 years. They're called Kizik's. They just pop right on and they're very comfortable. So this is almost like my uniform. And here I go. I got my coffee all set. Did all my morning stuff. So let's go have a great day. All right. Okay, so finished the Saturday shift, got off to a slow start, had a really unpleasant kind of passenger, a couple, my first ride, and it was kind of slow. Then it picked up, I got some good tips, and then it got really slow at 7 o'clock. So that was the bad and the ugly. And the good was I worked an extra hour and hit my goal. I'm at 410 right now. So if I go out and just hit 190 tomorrow, I'll hit my goal of 600 for the weekend. So that's what we're all about, hitting that goal. All right, till tomorrow. Okay, it's Sunday morning. It's 2:19 in the morning. I'm all showered and got my uniform on, got my cold brew, got my glasses ready for the day. I'm a little tired. I didn't get to bed right on time. I got to bed a couple hours later, so my Oura Ring score was not very high for sleep. It said fair instead of good. So that means I know I got to be very diligent with how I drive. And it's supposed to rain a little bit starting at 5 o'clock. So that's going to be a challenge. I don't like driving in the rain, in the dark, but I'm committed to making the $600. I'm at about $415. So I got to go knock out 190, and then I'm going to cut it, come back here, finish an article, and finish this video. So that's the plan. I'm fired up to finish some things today and start next week fresh. Okay, here I go. See you on the other side. This is the ugly. It's only 3 o'clock and it's already raining. Can you hear it? Okay, Sunday shift finished. Hit my goal. I'm at about 615 from Uber and Lyft, and then I got some cash bonuses on top of that. I got it done pretty fast. I think I had $100 within the first 2 hours. I mean, I was just hitting them, and there were bonuses and tips, and it was great. So that's the good. The bad was it started raining at 3 o'clock and it didn't really stop. The ugly was I was going to pick somebody up at the airport, and there was like somebody drove into like a light, and they blocked off the whole intersection, and it took me quite a while to get around it to go pick up this woman for the airport. But she ended up giving me a $10 tip, so that worked out well. Those airport runs always pay off. So I'm done. I'm going to eat some food, and then I'm going to write the article and make the full video, which you're watching now. Okay. So what are the key takeaways? Weekend driving is awesome. It feeds something in me. It feeds that addiction of enjoying the driving. I actually picked up a guy who was a Lyft driver who just got into an accident in his Lyft rental. and he needed a ride home. And it was just nice to talk to a driver as the sun was coming up about how it's nice to be up this early in the morning, watching the sun come up, drinking some coffee, having some interesting conversations. That's a beautiful thing about driving. And on the weekends, you don't have, especially on Saturday and Sunday, you don't have the big traffic of people going to work. So it's pleasant, all the way till about 9 or 10 o'clock. So I loved it. I'm happy. I'm going to be putting $615 into my bank account, and I'm happy about that. So I highly recommend it. Yeah, there's good, there is some bad, and there is some ugly, but overall, I say weekend driving, give it a shot. And during the week, then you've got time to go pursue something else. So that's my key takeaway. Have balance in your life. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Go tell somebody you love them. Be safe out there on the road, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.